Getting started on the Graph Studio. Have you successfully upgraded your subgraph to the Graph's decentralized network? Or are you starting out completely fresh? Then this guide is for you. In the following, we'll cover everything you need to know to get started on the Graph Studio. So let's dive in. In the first step, we are going to connect our wallet to the Graph Studio so that we can access it. Next, enter your email and verify by entering the code the Graph has sent you. Once you're all verified, let's have a look at the Graph Studio. You'll notice that aside from your dashboard, you can create API keys, import your billing details, and check the docs. You can also use the support button for any question you may have or problems you are running into. So let's have a look at all these sections. To create a new subgraph, simply click on the Create a Subgraph button. Next, enter a name for your subgraph. This can be any name, but please make sure that the name is unique, meaning there must not be any other subgraph with the same name. Confirm by clicking on Create Subgraph. On the Subgraphs page, you can see that its status is set to draft. It will also show you the subgraph slug and the deployment key. Go ahead and enter the information about your subgraph. We're going to enter a short description of the subgraph. In the field Source Code, please enter the source code of your subgraph on GitHub. Before you can publish your subgraph, you need to deploy it first. You can find instructions on how to do so in the official documentation of the graph. You'll also find all the relevant commands for this process on the overview page of your subgraph. You can find different guides on how to deploy a subgraph on both the official docs and created by community members. We're going to address this part only shortly, as this is not the main focus of our subgraph overview video. The short summary for deploying a subgraph is that you'll have to have Node.js installed on your machine as a prerequisite, and you need to have installed your subgraph on the studio as shown before. Next, you'll open your terminal so you can start writing some code and install the Graph CLI globally. Once the CLI has been successfully installed, you should now have the graph binary. To create a new subgraph, you can use the graph init command. Feel free to add initial arguments here, like contract name, and to set the subgraph to index the contract events. Define the product as Subgraph Studio and then set the contract by pasting in the contract address. You then configure the deploy key via graphauth-studio. Next, paste in the deploy key when prompted to do so. And to finally deploy your subgraph, run graph deploy-studio, where you paste the name of your subgraph and set a version label for it. That's the really short overview of the process. Next, let's have a look at creating API keys. To do so, please navigate to the API key section of your dashboard. Next, click on the button Create API Key. You can then set a name for your key and define if you wish to enable a spending limit. If so, please define the limit by entering a given amount in US dollar. You can limit the usage of your API key to specific subgraphs or domains. Last but not least, let's have a look at the billing section of your dashboard. Your account on the Subgraph Studio comes with free queries that you can use for testing or for your live production subgraph. The limit is set to a total of 100,000 queries per month. Once you exceed this limit, you'll have to upgrade your plan. You can do so by clicking on the Upgrade Plan button. In there, you can set an estimate for the total monthly queries you are expecting to generate. You can then select a payment method and define the interval you wish to prepay for. Next, confirm that the wallet address you want to pay with is correct. You can pay via funds on Ethereum and Arbitrum. Considering the lower gas fees on Arbitrum, it is more cost efficient to use Arbitrum, of course. In the final step, you need to send some GRT tokens to your wallet on the network of your choice so that you can deposit it into the studio. That's it. Your account on the Graph Studio is now fully prepared to power your production-grade dApp. We hope you've liked this intro to the studio. If you have any questions, please feel free to let us know in the comment section below.